Welcome to a Monday edition of First Shift. I'm Tom Morabek. Juggling today's challenges with tomorrow's promises. That story after headlines. We'll start with the global semiconductor shortage. Auto Forecast Solutions' weekly estimate of the number of vehicles removed from production because of the crisis jumped significantly for the second straight week. AFS says about 230,700 vehicles have been cut at plants worldwide this year. That's up 23% from a week earlier. It reported a 25% week-over-week jump in its previous estimate. AFS now projects a total of 947,500 vehicles will be cut from production schedules for the year due to the chip shortage. Last week, the U.S. Commerce Department said in a study that there remains a significant mismatch in supply and demand for chips, with companies seeing the problem lasting for at least another 6 months. Turning to product, BMW will end production of its i3 full electric car in July. The automaker makes the EV in Germany and previously planned to build it until 2024. BMW telling automotive news affiliate Automobile Voca that potential buyers of compact EVs are interested in models with more space. BMW has built about 250,000 i3s since 2013. In the U.S., the automaker sold fewer than 1,500 i3s last year. Waymo is suing the California Department of Motor Vehicles. The commercial descendant of Google's self-driving vehicle project is attempting to stop the DMV from making public information that it considers trade secrets. Among other things, the information includes details on how Waymo's vehicles might respond in emergency situations and how they could react should they find themselves operating outside their intended geographic realms. And in earnings news, Mitsubishi bounced back to profitability in the latest quarter. The Japanese automaker also lifted its full-year earnings outlook. Mitsubishi booked operating profit of $266.7 million in the fiscal third quarter ending December 31st. The automaker lost $36 million in the same quarter a year earlier. Revenue jumped 39% to $4.6 billion. Mitsubishi now expects an operating profit of $608 million in the current fiscal year. That's up more than $100 million over the previous estimate. Time now for our Mobility Monday report. This week, General Motors and Ford are expected to announce that they turned solid profits for the last quarter of 2021. But as Reuters reports, rarely has past performance mattered less to investors. GM and Ford are in mid-leap between a combustion-powered present and a future dominated by electric vehicles and software-powered services. Both companies have recently mapped out multi-billion-dollar investments in new North American EV and battery factories. But those plans will not be at full speed until the middle of this decade. In the present, analysts expect both companies to be cautious in their outlooks for 2022. Shortages of semiconductors could weigh on production this year. GM reports earnings Tuesday. Ford will announce Thursday. That is our time for now. Take good care. We'll see you tomorrow.